This is about writing an if statement which gives you a little more power over the output of something that you're computing. Now, for example, if you have an initial value 15 and a subtractor 4, that means you want to do 15 minus 4 and write that answer here. But if you had a specific question, find the value of the initial value minus the subtractor, and if the value is negative, then report the answer as 0. If the value is positive, then report that value. In this case, where you have a specific condition giving rise to a specific output, you use what's called the if statement. So in Sheets, the if statement has uh, 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 a specific format which looks like this. Okay, so the format is equal to if, and it has three parts that are color coded in red, green, and blue. The first part is the logical statement. The second part is the value if that logical statement is true. And the second part, or the last part of this, is the value if the logical statement is false. Let's start writing the formula down now. To write a formula, click in the blank cell here and start typing equals. So you want to use the if argument and open a bracket. You're going to write the logical statement. So the logical statement is really the subtraction of 4 from 15. And so we're going to do something like this: 15 minus 4. So if this logical statement is negative, then you want the answer to be 0. For this to be negative, it means that it has to be less than 0, of course. So that's your logical statement, and that's complete. Now you put a comma. You separate these three parts with commas. The value, if it's true, which means if it's less than 0, you want it to look as a 0. You need it to look just as a 0. So you enter the value that you want to come out there, 0. Put another comma, and now you write what you want it to output if the value is false, which means if it's not less than 0, which simply means if it is positive. Then the answer is simply going to be this minus this. Okay, and close the bracket, hit enter. You get an answer there, 11, which is what you expect. 15 minus 4 is 11. But look what happens if you change the subtractor to a number bigger than 15, let's say to 20. So 15 minus 20 is minus 5. Now let's click anywhere in the sheet, and you can see that the value given here is 0, because that's the condition we set. And that's how you use the if statement. This is very powerful because you can write any kind of logical statement, and you can write the values if true, even using text. If you're using text, put them in inverted quotation marks. And the value of false, you can have a value there, or you can have text, and so on. And this is the power of the if statement.